Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and we are here in the Shedd Aquarium. I'm doing this a little bit afterwards because of the noise level, but check out all the catfish here. I mean, talk about a lot of them, guys. This is a massive amount. Yeah, I think we're going to move on, but this is the Amazon, guys. And yeah, guys, this is called a river stingray. I don't know if you can tell, but he is absolutely huge. Probably about 2.5, 3 feet across, and he's freshwater. So yeah, there's also some other things in here. I believe there's a lizard that we've been trying to find. I've been looking up here well, there's a duck, but supposedly up in these bushes and things there's a lizard, but we've been looking for quite some time. We couldn't find it. So anyway, and if you look carefully here, you can see there is a little bitty frog. Now that sucker is seriously poisonous. That's a poison dart frog. Yeah, and I don't know if you can tell from this thing, but this is a green anaconda, but he's coiled himself in there so tight I can't get a good look at him. But he's in there and he's monstrous. Now over here we've got what I believe is a soft-shelled turtle. He's pretty good size too. Now, I do apologize for all the reflection. For some reason there's a lot of light here, but you can see how big he is. He's cool looking, isn't he? Alright guys, that is a huge turtle at the bottom there, but check these out. These are pacus. Now they're in the same family as the piranha, but they eat fruit only. And there's some massive catfish down here. I don't know if you can tell just how thick-bodied they are. There's another pacu. Yeah, they only eat fruit. As dangerous as they look, and as massive as they are, they're not dangerous at all. Now that is a duck-billed catfish, I believe is what I read here. And they look a lot like a fancy flathead, but there's another one of those real thick-bodied catfish. Those are pretty cool too. Now I'll be honest, I didn't catch what species this guy was, but I thought it was an arowana at first, but it doesn't have the right kind of head. But he's at least a good 6 feet long. It's another South American species, but it's about as close as I can get. But I bet he weighs at least a couple 100 pounds, if not more. More turtles. Looks like they're having a little get-together there. Next we've got electric eels. Yeah, these guys pack quite the punch, quite the voltage. I think between 400 and 600 volts. I don't know what the amperage is, but pretty awesome looking. Wouldn't want to reach in there though. And here we got some neon tetras, a whole bunch of them amongst these turtles. Probably, as my wife said, probably in some of those turtles. There's a bunch more. I mean, that's a major school of them. Heck, he might be trying to eat them now. And here's some colorful little jellyfish. I wish there wasn't so much reflection, but you can see how they're changing colors. Go from blue to purple and just bobbing along. Awesome. Alright guys, this is the Oceanic Aquarium, and it's quite huge. I don't know if you can see, but it's circular and you can walk all the way around it. There's all kinds of species in here, guys. We got sharks. That's a bonnet head shark, and they're in the same family as the hammerheads, but they're more docile than the hammerheads. Hammerheads are much more aggressive. They also have forward vision, where the hammerheads are more peripheral based. I don't know if you can see, there's a ray over there in the back. It's not a manta ray, but it's in the same family. And we got all kinds. I don't know what all these species are. There's tons of them here. Literally tons of them. And they're all so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Yeah, I'm trying to get a better look at some of these sharks, but they keep swimming around and moving about. Some of them seem to be actually liking to the camera. Let's see if we can't look over here just a second. Yeah, now you can get a better look at the Stingray here. This is in the same tank. Right next to him, some kind of I'm not sure if that's some kind of a skate or a ray. I'm not sure. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, check them out. They almost look like they're flying through the water. And that little blue and yellow fish just seems to be hanging out with those guys like he's their buddy or something. Yeah, we're getting a lot of people around here, so I'm trying to maneuver myself around, but you can see that one just kind of easing on by. There he is. Isn't that beautiful? Love those things. Alright, there's another perspective. These fish, you can't really tell from here, but they are monstrous too. I mean, we're talking probably hundreds of pounds. They're much bigger than they appear. I can tell how big they are, but yeah, they are massive. The longer ones are probably about 6 feet long. Those look like a really large angelfish, and in the back you can see another shark swimming on by. And there's another one of those large rays. Yeah, that's the fish I'm talking about. They are like 6 feet long. Huge, huge fish. Not sure what they are. I can't find a picture of them here so I can identify them, but yeah, if anybody recognizes them, let me know and I'll make sure that I post it in the comments. I think that one's a grouper down there, if I'm not mistaken, a coral grouper, the pink one. It keeps hanging out in front of the camera. I really like this guy. I don't know what kind of turtle he is. I couldn't find anything that identifies him, but he's just really cool. Very personable little guy. Now these next fish are lungfish, and like the name suggests, they actually have lungs and gills, and they can spend some of their time in the water as long as they have moisture, or out of the water. But for the most part, they're pretty docile and don't do a whole lot except be lazy. Now these guys, I have seen many of these. These are paddlefish, and they are in the Ohio River, and one of the few places you can find them. And if you can see, they're really odd looking. They're hanging there with their mouths open because they're filter feeders. They're filtering out the phytoplankton, and completely harmless and docile. And here we have a pretty large pufferfish. I'm going to get a little bit closer here so we can get a better look at him, but he's got some good coloration to him. He's pretty good size too. And here we go. These are alligators, guys. They're just chilling though. These are baby alligators. I mean, they're not real large. Maybe a couple 3 feet long tops. As soon as I can get over there, I'll show you the others. Yeah, here's the other group, just a little ways down. They're just kind of hanging there, taking it easy, not moving much. Look at him from behind here and below. I think he's used to all these people by now. And here we go, sturgeon. I did not catch which kind of sturgeon this particular one was, but this is one of many. I mean, there's a lot of different species. Lake sturgeon's further down, so we're going to take a look at those in just a bit. But as you can see, they're very ancient fish. And these guys can get quite big. Some of the species can get to be 1,000 pounds, the white sturgeon in particular. I don't think they have an example of those here though. And this should look familiar. These are different types of carp. We've got common carp in here. We've got Asian carp. Now these are I think they're called big head carp. These are really big carp. I bet you they are weighing at least in 60 to 100 pounds maybe. I mean, these are some massive carp, guys. But these are all Asian fishes. But these are really impressive. I have not seen carp this big before. Not ever. And this would be a walleye. This is a short-nosed gar. And here are some lake sturgeon. These guys can get pretty big too, guys. I mean, we're talking 70, 80 pounds. And here we got a really large channel catfish stuck himself up in this corner. There's some freshwater drum in the back. Everything you should be familiar with. We've got over here some seahorses. These are pretty cool. Some of these are so pregnant. The males are the ones that carry the babies in a pouch. They're so big that they look like they're about ready to pop at any moment. That was another kind of puffer that was above there a minute ago. But see how he puts that prehensile tail around the twig there to hold himself on? And these, I believe they call them hawkfish. The ones with the long snouts, they're kind of odd looking too. Quite a few colorful ones. I love some of the markings on these fish, but there's the fish with the beak. Alright guys, this is the Great Coral Reef display of the aquarium, and this is literally going all the way up to the ceiling and on the ceiling, all the way around. But this is one massive coral reef, so everything here is alive. This is a living ecosystem that they've actually reproduced here. And you've got all different types of fish that live on the coral reefs. Now there aren't any coral reef sharks, but there's just about everything else here. I mean, there's so many species here, I'm not even sure what all of them are. Not to mention the different types of sea anemone and sea urchins, and check that out. There's a whole school of small fish right above in the ceiling there. It's pretty cool. No idea what those are. Yet these guys pretty much are free to roam and do what they want. Here we go, another denizen of the coral reef. We've got the spotted moray eel. There's supposed to be a zebra moray eel, but he's tucked himself away in a hole somewhere, and all you can see is his head. Not very good at that. But these guys, you never want to reach in a hole in a coral reef, because these guys will latch onto your hand and do some serious damage. And they can get quite big. Some of them get like 6 to 8 feet long. Now here we go, guys. Here we go. This is the finale. We have the sharks. This is a huge tank. And I believe that one up there is a black-tipped reef shark. They've got a thresher shark in here as well. Those are the ones that have, see right there above up to the right, there's another one right above there, but they have a very long tail. That's where they get their names. There he is. See that tail at the end? I'm not sure what those fish there are exactly, but they ought to be careful around those sharks, that's for sure. They're pretty good size too. They're not small fish. But there are all kinds of sharks in here, and they're just kind of swimming around, minding their own business. Now I believe that's a sand shark, if I'm not mistaken. He is a big shark. There's another one. No, that's a thresher. Sorry. see that long tail in the back? They actually use that to help themselves get fish. Yeah, these are some big sharks here. And they're just chilling. Yeah, from what I understand, most of these are fairly docile species. I mean, that's a woebegone, if I'm not mistaken. And it is a shark, and it lays on the bottom and just kind of minds its own business, blends in. But they can give quite a bite too. If you ever step on one or mess around with them, they'll do a number on you. He almost looks like a rock. That's a big fish. Not sure what that is though. Big old fish. Yeah, these things are beautiful. I swear we could just sit here, my wife and I, watch these guys for hours swimming back and forth. Such peaceful creatures. That one fish that's below that shark there, he just he keeps up with him. I guess he's waiting for him to drop some scraps or something. There's a big shark. Another one of those black-tipped reef sharks. I already found out that they don't have any white tips in here, but these are mostly the species right in this particular tank that I've mentioned. Yeah, this is a pretty awesome tank. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe. And I will be back with another episode. So until then, I'll see you later. And make sure that you aim straight, cast long, and have fun. Bye-bye.